Hello, today we're going to talk about how to graft these peppermints we made previously. So let's get on it. You need a darning needle, your scissors, and the crochet hook you use to make them, peppermints, and the ready to be grafted peppermint. Now you should have, the first wedge is in provisional chain, which you put your first wedge into the backs of that, and you are ready now to graft. If you are at the last wedge and not had gone back with your single stitches, because we're going to graft those. Okay, so we need to be paying attention to the stitch, or how it is constructed, or at least where your yarn is. So if you look and you kind of pull, you can see where it is. And it always has two legs. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, I mentioned that because we're getting ready to pull it out, and that's how we graft, is we take the out of the current stitch. We're going to thread your darning needle, and then we're going to hold your ungrafted pieces, or unfinished pieces, wrong sides together. You might find a better way of doing it. This is how it works for me. But anyway, we're going to look for the very first set right here. Again, a crochet always has two legs. So we're going to look into that very first chain and pick up those two legs from right to left. Always from right to left. And we're going to put our thread through it. Oop. And now put it back into the stitch where it was. Pull it tight, taut-ish, and take off your darning needle. Pick up your crochet thread, or crochet needle, hook, whatever, and get ready to put your hook through the top and get ready to do a single crochet in the first, where you would normally put it, right there. Just do a single crochet and then pull out that top thread, the working thread, paying attention to where it was. We're going to darn our needle, our darn, thread our needle, and making sure that there is no crossing of the loops back here. Everything's all clear. We need to look for the next set. You'll see that. And everything's all clear, nothing's crossed. Now we need to put it right back where it was. Unthread your yarn, pick up your crochet hook, and put it through that loop. See that it's on the top. And do a crochet, single crochet in the next hole and pull it out. Thread your darning needle and go to the next one. Just pull it out just a bit so you can see that you got all of it. Pull it through right to left and put it back in its home. Unthread it, put your crochet hook through, and do another single crochet in the next. Now, I don't want to do that one. It looks like that one's the one that's ready, but it's not. You can tell because the other one is there. Anyway, you gotta go to the next one. Take it out. So we find our next one. Pull it out just a bit. Make sure you don't have everything. Make sure you have everything, I should say. And put it back. As you can see, it's the same procedure all the way down. As many stitches as you are wanting to graft. And so I will meet you at the end of this row here. Okay, we're down here at the end, last two stitches. I hope you can see these. I wanted to show you these last two because they look kind of weird, and if you don't get them both, when you take your provisional off, it'll just fall out, and we don't want that. So you got to make sure that you're getting everything within that provisional stitch. So right back here is one part of the leg, and this one is the other leg, if you can see that. See how they were separated like that? It looks like it was just one. It's not the case. So we need to make sure that we get both of them. Whatever is in that stitch, in the provisional stitch, you have to pick up. Or, like I said, when you zip out the provisional, it's just going to fall apart. And all your hard work, and you're going to be a lot of cussing. Chocolate's going to be consumed. It's just not a pretty picture. So let's make sure that we pick it all up and not have that. So we need to make sure. Here I am at the very last two stitches. I'm running a little close on my thread, aren't I? That's alright. I'm going to be able to make it, I think. Alright, and here's the last one. Dig around there and make sure we get it all. Sometimes if you pull up the provisional, it helps. Again, you have to have, usually they have there's one. 2 legs per stitch. There's the other one. I knew he was in there somewhere. Alright, so we got it. We got these two, right to left. Let's pull this bad boy through, put it back. Ooh, I'm getting real close, aren't I? Alright, so now we take out, it's just like coming down to the end of one of your wedges. Take out that stitch marker and put this hook there in that stitch, pull it through, and then you grab your next color. Even though you're not going to do another wedge, we need to act like we are for grafting purposes. So we put this underneath the needle, or hook, I mean. Stuff it down there so it don't go anywhere, so it don't get in your way. Grab the next working color and your tail and do your stitch. And at this point you just sew everything in. But for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to do that. But right now what we're going to do is unzip the provisional. Sometimes you look through there if you want, make sure that you got everything. And then you go to the side where you ended your provisional and you undo it. Check this out. This is pretty cool. Watch this. Just unzip it. Yay! Now you can just pull it out. You can pull it out, make sure, just stretch it around a little bit. There is no difference between this and one that you did with the needle. Or with a hook. No difference at all. You just sewed it on there. You didn't crochet it on there. That's the beauty of grafting. Right there. Happy crocheting.